why are we doing this, right? So today, if you're a co-managed client of ours, your streamlined work lives on a board that's inside ConnectWise. It works, but it's siloed from the rest of your Sourcepass experience. So when a ticket moves to your board, you can lose visibility into it inside of Quest, which means bouncing between the tools, right? So you have limited insight into what's active or stalled. And it could take some manual effort to track and report on what your team is doing. So in Quest today, now, thanks to the R ticket board, that same board lives right alongside everything else you already use. Your tickets, your assets, users, all in one place. So you get far more flexibility to organize and view your own work. It's built to scale as your team and environment grow. I'm going to pass this over to Rachel. Because rather than just keep describing it, let me hand it to Rachel so she can give you that experience.
So when you're logged into Quest, you'll first want to head to the side navigation bar here. And you want to look under Service and Support for the section titled Our Ticket Board. Now, this ticket board will be enabled for client admins at your company, but regular end users won't be able to see this section in the Service and Support category. The board itself is composed of two different sections, two main tabs. We've got Tickets with Us and Tickets with Sourcepass. Tickets with Us allows you to see all the tickets you're working on for your company. And then Tickets with Sourcepass provides visibility into all the tickets that Sourcepass is managing for you. So first I'll kind of focus in on Tickets with Us, and then I'll dive into Tickets with Sourcepass. So in Tickets with Us in this section, there's a few different capabilities that you can do. First off, you can create a new ticket by hitting this new ticket button here, and you can tailor those tickets to hit your ticket board specifically rather than Sourcepass's ticket board, if that's something you prefer. You can also search for tickets using our search bar right here, and you can search either by text or by ticket ID/ticket number. Other items that you can do here, you can adjust the view of the tickets in this table by filtering them. So you can do filtering by status. You can do filter by priority, like high, medium, low. If you want to see tickets that are high priority, you can go ahead and do that there. You can also filter tickets by ticket age. So the minimum number of hours or the maximum number of hours, as well as who is assigned to the ticket, the specific technician that's being assigned to it, the contact, as well as last update. And one thing to note about these filters is that these filters will retain their selections even after you move to different screens. So you just want to make sure to click the X icon here off to the right to make sure you clear those filters if you don't want them anymore. Now, the next important area in this section is the Actions button, and that is this drop-down menu over here that says Actions. So the first thing you'll see is that some of these items are disabled, and they'll become enabled once you start clicking on specific tickets. So you can select multiple tickets as a bulk action, or you can select one ticket for more of an individual action. Now, after selecting the tickets, you'll see that these items all become enabled in the Actions drop-down menu. And we offer different capabilities like exporting in CSV or Excel format right over here. But you can also do some other ticket-related actions, such as updating a ticket, following a ticket, or grouping a ticket. So when updating a ticket, I'll just kind of click on that and show you what it looks like here briefly. So when updating a ticket, you can update the assigned technician. If you want to change that individually, you can do that there. You can also select the priority. So if it's critical, high, medium, low, you can specify that in this section. You can also choose the type, subtype, as well as item. And there's a bit of a waterfall process from type to subtype to item. So you want to start by selecting a type first and then kind of move down and the other options become enabled. And then the last thing you can adjust here is the status section as well. So all of those updates are possible in this section right here. Now, the other functionality that I wanted to call out is the ability to follow tickets. So you can stay on top of tickets, receive notifications every time there's an update. You would just click follow, and then you would get this toast notification indicating that those tickets, you're following them now. Now, the other thing, I'll select some multiple tickets here. Group tickets is the sort of last functionality that you'll notice here in the Actions panel. And for grouping tickets, you can select multiple tickets in the table, and then you'll want to make sure you select the parent tickets. So from this grouping of 3 tickets, I'll just select one of these, and we'll confirm that as the parent ticket there. So adjustments to the parent ticket will also notify ticket owners of the children tickets as well. So those notifications are going across, and you'll see that here. If you click this little arrow, you'll notice in the drop-down, these are the children tickets here. Now, if you wish to ungroup any of the tickets, you would just have to notify the Sourcepass team. Now I'll dive a little bit deeper into the specific ticket detail screen. So I'll just kind of click on one of these tickets here. And this should be a relatively familiar screen that you might have seen before. And it's very similar to what you can find under View Tickets, especially when you click into a specific ticket itself. You'll have access to 3 different tabs: Conversation, Attachment, and Internal Notes. Now, the Conversation tab should feel similar. It shows messages between the technician and the user. The Attachment section, this one doesn't have any, but basically would show related images and files. And the last one being Internal Notes, which this is not visible for the end users, but you can exchange notes privately with your IT team in this space. Ticket Properties also has an update now as well. It's similar to what you might have seen before. You can see like ticket number and things like that. But now you also have some edit capabilities to the metadata that lives in here. So you can come in and change the priority if you want. You can change the status, type, subtype, as well as item. So you can kind of go through all these interactions here in the drop-down menus. And you can also change that status, like I mentioned. So I'll just say something like in progress. And these changes will reflect in ConnectWise too. So it's synced up live and updated in real time. Now, if I move a little bit further down off to the right here, you'll notice there's a time entry section. And this is a space designed for your company's technicians to come in and log their time on tickets. You can specify the time zone. So I'll just put Pacific Standard Time. That's what I'm in. And you can just add start and end times to log the time in that specific ticket. So I'll just say something like started at 7 a.m. and then ended, let's just say like 1 p.m. and I'll click add time. And then it'll log like 6 hours right there. All right, moving further along, we've got a manage user section here. And what's new in this section is that there's an assign technician button. And this pops open a modal and you can assign and select from a list of available technicians that you want to work on this ticket specifically. So you would do that here. So that's it for tickets with us. I'll tab over real quickly to tickets with Sourcepass. And this is basically similar in the sense that you've got a table layout as well. And you have similar visibility to tickets, but these are all tickets that Sourcepass technicians are currently managing. So in this table, you can view where the ticket is sitting in regard to which Sourcepass team it's with. You can also see the ticket's priority, the age and hours, the assigned technician, the primary contact, and a quick summary of the ticket details as well. Now, this section doesn't have as many actions available as the Tickets with Us tab, since Sourcepass has ownership of these tickets in particular, but you still get a lot of visibility into what's going on with these tickets as well. So that's an overview of both of these tabs here and how they operate. But one last thing I want to show you too is some of our customization capabilities. So under that same actions button down here, you will see that there's a functionality called Edit Board Settings. And in this space, you can make adjustments to the density preferences of the tables. So this will adjust how many rows or like items that you're seeing. If you want to see more content and materials at once, you could do more of a compact view, or if you want more white space, you could go for a cozy feel. And on top of that, you can also adjust which ticket types, subtypes, as well as items you want to view. So if there are a lot of types that you aren't interested in seeing, or it provides too much noise, you can remove them by unchecking the box here. And this also applies to statuses down here. So you can pare down the status list if there are some statuses that you don't typically use, and you just want a more streamlined, simplified view. You could do that here as well. So in these different ways, you can sort of customize the view and experience to your liking. So yeah, that's an overview of our ticket board feature in Quest that we're super excited to be sharing with everyone on this call. But if you ever need a refresher at any point on how to use this section, you're always welcome to watch a recording of this training like Brian mentioned. But we also have some additional resources. We've got a guided modal that will appear shortly after the launch of the feature, and it provides some context and basic guidelines for how to use this section. And we've also got this help icon off to the right. And actually this help icon is present on almost all the core sections of Quest, which includes a video and written resource detailing how to use that specific section that you're on.